we're going to now take a look at the Airedale 7.0 SE. So standing outside straight away, the first thing that you notice about the 7SE, for example, compared to the 6SE, is that that's only got 2 windows at the front, whereas the 7 has got the 3 panels at the front. And straight away you can see in there just how bright it is and how much light there is. So this material again is the 240 HDE hex material. So once again, it's the same sort of thing that you would find on a T4E, the T3E as an example. So this 7.0 SE has got 5 air beams, but because it is the 7, it is slightly wider. So you can see here your inflation points, and then once again a massive window. So the most expensive part of an awning is the bits that you can see through, and you can always tell a company that's going above and beyond with the product quality with how many windows there are and how bright it is inside. So as you can see here, big window there, you've got a split door window here, and then you've also got another big window at the back there as well, before you would then enter the blackout part of the sleeping compartment. So as you can see just how wide this is at the back. You then have the vent under there for an extra bit of releasing of condensation. I think the average person, in terms of moisture in the air, in terms of the breathing, I think it's something like a pint of condensation is created by each person. So the difference between the side extension on the 7.0 and the 6.0 is the 6.0 had a steel pole for the extension, whereas on the 7.0 SE it is an air beam, and you can see there the door section into the side extension if you wanted to go in via that way. You've got this absolutely ginormous window here, and then you've got another big window there, and you've got a mesh panel there if you're just trying to create a little bit of extra airflow in and around the tent. I apologize for keep calling them awnings. So what you'll notice with polyester, sometimes in the heat they can get quite hot inside, so it's always important to make sure that where you can, you're just trying to create a little bit of open space to let a bit of the air in. So if we come into the porch area now, so if we have a look here, you've got a mesh panel there, like we were just talking about airflow. You've got a mesh panel here as well. These windows here, they can zip up to create this blackout space, and you can do the same with the windows at the front as well. This door, as you can see here, so it zips right the way around. So if you wanted to, you could zip this right the way back, all the way up to there, and then you would just have a larger living space of both this porch area and the main body of the tent as well. You've got little extra spaces here where we saw the other side, the mesh panel. So as you can see, that zips down there just to create a little bit more extra air into the tent as well. And as you walk into the main body of the tent, as you can see when we walk past the side extension, that is that big window there. You have a section down there where you can feed your electric cables through, and you've also got the option here to have your up down lights here and here, and you've also got a little pocket there for your LumiLink. So with the Airedale 7.0, the footprint and carpet is included. I've been advised on good advice. Now if we stand right at the far side, as you can see here, that's another section of door there if you wanted to be able to get in that way or not. But once again, when we talk about airflow, you can zip that door out and put that mesh panel across. So then you've got mesh panel, mesh panel, mesh panel, and then you've also got the bit of a mesh panel there as well. So plenty of opportunity to get some air flowing through if it does start to get a little bit too hot. Now, like the Campstar 600 and 700, you really notice the difference in the width when you look at the bedroom. So you've got a small section there for a bedroom, a larger one in the middle, and then you've got one that side as well. So on the 600 and say for example the 6.0 SE, that is much smaller, whereas that looks a lot bigger in here as well. Being tall, you know, I can stand up pretty much anywhere in this awning without me having to crouch down, and that makes a massive difference to me in terms of how much I enjoy my sort of overall experience when I'm out. And you do get the flexibility again with the bedroom. So this bedroom panel can zip out, so can the one that side as well. So if you wanted to, you could either have one really big living space, or you could have one massive one and one smaller one, depending on what it was that you were sort of who you were trying to cater for. And then in the side extension as well, as you can see in here, you can get a clip-in bedroom for that extension as well, if you do like. That is an optional extra, and also as well, something that you do get with this one compared to the older 6.0 SE model is you get a bit of a window in this side extension as well. You get access for an electric cable through there, like I say, Kindles, phones, Game Boys, showing me age there and stuff like that. You can all get them on charge. And also again, I just think that's a really clever idea, Ryder. I think that's just very clever. So this is probably the biggest tent that I've stood in really so far. And I think it's partly tents like this and some of the other ones that we'll look at a little bit later on, which is why tent, I think, is making a bit of a resurgency, and why it's making a bit of a comeback. It's because camping now isn't cramped, it isn't claustrophobic. If you look at the size of some of those tents, some of them are absolutely massive, and you know, there's loads of space, and that makes a difference because people don't want to feel like they're cooped up. And like I say, some of the tents nowadays are just absolutely giant, but that's a really good tent, probably my favourite that I've seen so far.
Hi, I'm Rich and welcome to That Awning Guy. With years of experience in the leisure industry, I'm here to bring you everything from the latest awnings and tents to expert tips, reviews and sneak peeks at new products. Whether you're a caravanner, motorhomer or camper, this channel has something for you. Subscribe now and enhance your outdoor adventures.